So the idea is not new, this idea of a director and a actor being like a tag team, that go-to combo. You know, you got dipping your fries in the milkshake, you got steak and eggs, chicken and waffles, all these classics, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, Shaq and Kobe, all these legendary duos. In film, we have seen some pretty epic ones. Quentin Tarantino, Samuel L. Jackson, Robert De Niro, Martin Scorsese. Obviously, this has been going on for a long time. Obviously, this has not stopped. It's not a new concept. But with the release of Sinners, I have been thinking, is Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan the best modern pairing of actor and director? Obviously, I can't rank it among like all time, although I think by the end of their filmmaking journey together, they will be one of these, you know, all-time combos because of quality of the work they've been putting out so far. They haven't really missed. Michael B. Jordan, of course, being in Fruitvale Station, of course, being in Creed, of course, in Black Panther, even a little Black Panther 2 cameo, spoilers for that, and now he's in Sinners twice the Michael B. Jordan. And if we're thinking of like other modern day actor and director, you know, tag team situations going on, there's not a whole lot. Daniel Kaluuya and Jordan Peele, that strikes me as one of the big ones. That is a really good duo. Don't get me wrong. However, still early, man. Still early in the terms of like the sheer amount of output is not quite there yet. It can't really compete. They're only 2 movies in. Only 2? That's rookie numbers. Coogler and Michael B. Jordan are on 5. That's crazy. I got one though that again is good because I think this quality is crazy. I don't think they'd hit the number though. And that is Greta Gerwig and Saoirse Ronan. Holy crap, dude. That's a pairing, dude. They freaking, you know, ketchup and fries, dude. They're crazy. A phenomenal pairing, but really those are like the 2 modern examples I can think of like I said, these modern, I don't want to say up and coming because someone like Ryan Coogler has been around for, you know, a while now, but still not like the last generation of, you know, the Tarantinos and Spielberg or even like Wes Anderson, people like that, people who have had their crew for a long time. I personally really like it. I really enjoy when actors, directors do this because they learn what works with each other. And I've heard Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler say like they know how each other think, you know? It's like playing a sport for a long time with another person. You learn tendencies, you learn small little things here, and that collaboration not only makes each other's work better, but the overall product. In fact, I would say Ryan Coogler in general seems to be one of those people that does have this crew and this squad of people that he works with, not so much on the actor front aside from Michael B. Jordan, but there still is the production side of it. Obviously, Ludwig Göransson being another big part of that team. And people who do that normally have a lot of success because it's like, if you lose with your team, why would you want to stay with that team forever if it's like, you know, loss after loss? And if you keep winning with your team, why would you want to move on? Why would you want to play with another team if you guys just keep winning? Another big example that I can think of for this is Mike Flanagan. Mike Flanagan, director behind some pretty dang good films like Dr. Sleep, you got Oculus, you got Hush, a lot of movies like that, as well as a pretty legendary run of Netflix miniseries shows. Haunting of Hill House, Midnight Mass, stuff like that. He really does have like a big portion of his cast being the same group of actors. Sure, there seems to be like 1 or 2 people that jump into the fold every now and again, but then everyone else, it seems like a lot of people. And while I would say that could be a little distracting for some people, I don't think the people that would be like annoyed by that would really be dialed in to be like another Mike Flanagan movie, you know? They're not gonna know the difference, you know? Does that make sense? I think so. If it ain't broke, you ain't gotta fix it. That's just what I'm saying. Super excited to see what Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan do together in the future. And it is always curious to see when directors are working with people, you know, this could always snowball and something just works right. Let's say, you know, Jack O'Connell gets cast in the next Ryan Coogler movie and then he joins the team and that's kind of just all snowballs effect until, you know, another decade from now, maybe he's got, you know, 3 actors that are going to be in all of his movies or like most of his movies. Got a solid little rotation going on. I mean, you could even say that with something like, you know, Jordan Peele, Daniel not being in both movies back to back, you know, every other one because there was no real role for him in Us. And that's fine. It's normal. There's no obligation to work with these people. But like I said, teamwork makes the dream work. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. That's my video for today. Let me know what you think of Sinners, Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan, everything else. Potatoes. What do you think about potatoes? That's the video. Hit subscribe. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day.